What is up, guys? Driver here, and we are gonna be showing the roof. Just kind of figured, you know what? We showed the hood on how we went ahead and went about connecting it to the frame. Why not do the same with the roof? Because ultimately, it's kind of just a helpful tool for you guys. So, one? Okay. Front left is 1, 2L. Or 1L2. 1L2, 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 1L, 1L, 1L. Well, ain't that interesting? But yes, I will tell you guys that some changes are going to be happening to try and broaden my audience. And you guys will shortly find that out. Hoping to grow my YouTube. If I do, great. If I don't, it is what it is. But what I would do is for each one, have it connect to 4 of the nodes. Yes, it may get cluttered, but in turn, you are making sure it stays in position right where it's supposed to. And in turn, it'll make everything work out a lot better. Work a lot better together. Okay, so TT 3L2. Okay. So there's rear left, here's rear right, which is gonna be this node. So one thing I definitely have learned about Jbeam is you have to think of rigidness first off. You constantly have to think about that. And how are you going to go from a single node to a whole chassis built and everything ready to go in game at a specific weight? So like me, I went ahead and I went to the race truck and figured out what weight I wanted the frame, and then changed stuff, and then I wanted the weight of the body panels and changed that as well. And in order to get the weight I wanted, you gotta test. And sometimes there's instabilities. The biggest thing I have figured out is a lot of the time it is beam damp. Because beam strength is just the strength of what these nodes have. Beam deform is how much force it takes to deform, like TT1R2 from going up. Beam spring is also another one, because that's what gives you your rigidness in between nodes. And then beam damp helps tone down the beam spring. That way you're not flinging body panels everywhere and exploding the vehicle. So but it's just a huge thought process you gotta go through, because you gotta make sure everything works together. You gotta make sure, for example, the suspension, everything ish lines up. Like suspension Jbeam, the one thing I have learned is it doesn't need to be exact to the way the suspension looks. Because if it is, you're gonna have issues getting it to turn correctly without the whole truck after you turn left so far from going down or going up. It needs to be just right, which I have somewhat figured out. I'm not 110% on it yet. Once I get there, I plan on making a YouTube video of how to make sure, be like, what is up guys? Today we're going to be doing suspension. I'm going to show you step by step how to properly do this. See? Boom. There's the hood on the vehicle. Or the hood and the top of it. And actually, my next video is going to feature a special guest, because he's not online right now. But I'm hoping to get the original, come up with the idea of making this mod in BeamNG. Come in, we both can have a discussion and just talk, really. Because, ultimately, it's bound to happen, and frankly, I'm kind of ready for it to happen and whatnot, just because then it can give you guys a better idea of the future of this mod. Because, yeah, he originally thought about just giving up, but I came in and was like, hey, you gotta make this happen. How do we make it happen? So, but, just cause I want to get the cab side, or both cab sides actually, mounted to the chassis, which will be interesting. So SW1L3, SW1L3, D3. Where is D3? Oh no, that's okay. 1 4 SW1L1. Okay, there's that. What? SD. L. What, is there a 3? Okay, that is not. 4L1. And you, as said before, always want to make sure it is set up with 4 nodes. Alright. So, as the best way to do it, I figure, is for example, so I don't have to type it out twice or do beams twice, I always do like the left side or the right side and make sure all nodes are pretty much the same besides left and right, that little L and little right. And you want to make sure to get only the ones that it already has it for. So 3L3, 3L3, 3L4. Okay, so left to rear. 4L3. Okay, so 4L4 too? Okay, no. So it's just some 3. No, it's. Oops. So, what I'm doing here is I'm making sure everything. Okay. So 3L4 needs one more. That's where I'll just do something like that. And this to the top of the frame. Do these. Two right there. Then SW 1 L1. Okay, so there's 4 nodes going to that. 1 L3 and 1 L4. Alright. That's where 2 adjustments may need made, may not need made. You can always adjust. And then boom. So that is the left side break group, and I'll copy all that. And I'll come down to the right side. I'll paste everything. And sweet. I did do that right. You replace, this is where as well, having your frame Jbeam named correctly also helps massively. Because if you just put random numbers and you don't actually have a solid foundation of like, oh, this node's 12, this one's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You can't do this. You can't just go back through everything and replace L with R. You have to figure out what beam goes with what. You gotta figure out, the right side has 4 nodes. And the left side has 3. That's where I'll just save Jbeam. Then I can refresh, and the right side will automatically just go boop. I've got beams. That's when the cab sides are now on. So yeah, with that, if you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. I may end up doing the bedsides on the next video. And if not, I will be attempting the rear suspension portion. Because I'm trying to figure out how I can do, which I may just end up doing a solid what I did up front for back here. And then this will have to, I don't know yet, tell you the truth. Because there's 3 shocks in total in the back. Well, 4 technically, because this is a torsion bar rear suspension. So it's going to get torsion bar rear suspension part, and it's going to be able to, at least from the rear, sit and bounce and whatnot. And then these, on top of the ones that go up and down from here, are your beam damp, and all other sorts and such and such and such. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. Whether it be, hey, I want to see texturing, because frankly, with how complete the body is, I've been thinking about texturing the body. That way, it's got a paint design. And yeah, with that, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.